During the holidays, during the New Year, during Mother's Day, Easter, and even birthdays, especially your own, is when most separate from their spouse. Why? Because stressful times bring out the worst in people, and the holidays are more stressful time as families gather together and try to pretend to get along. All dysfunction is heightened during this time. And when the attention is on you and not on somebody who wants to have all the attention, that could lead to arguments and separations. Today, I'm going to talk about what to do if this is what you're dealing with right now, if you're headed towards divorce. If this is the first time you're watching, hi, I'm Jen Grice, author of the book You Can Survive Divorce. I'm a divorce mentor and empowerment coach guiding women to surviving and thriving after divorce. You can find out more about my ministry, my coaching, and my book at jengrice.com. And I'm also writing my third book, a Bible study for divorcing or divorced women, to help you to regain your faith. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer. I have a degree in business psychology instead. And although I've been to court countless times for custody disputes, and before I created my divorce and custody binder printables, I consulted with a lawyer asking him his advice on how to be most prepared to see a lawyer when you feel as though you're heading toward divorce. Here are the main things he told me to share with you, especially if you're in an abusive marriage or married to a narcissist. And I have other videos and many articles on the internet. Just search Divorcing a Narcissist Jen Grice and you should get plenty in the search results explaining what this is like. Number 1, be the most prepared you can be. Open up your own checking account as soon as possible. This account should only have your name, and the beneficiary should be someone other than your spouse. If you're not currently working, don't have a job or income, then think about ways you can save money or make an additional money. And I have a video on that as well. Also think about if you need to go back to school or get a job. If you are saving money and really thinking divorce is the best option, then don't be signing any papers for new purchases with your spouse. Big purchases, new credit cards, and other financial decisions should be held off until you figure out what you're doing next. Number 2, collect all information you can about marital assets. Make copies of important financial papers and collect them in a binder. If you need help with that, what papers to collect, I have my divorce binder on my website, in my shop, and I'll have links to those below. It will help you collect all the right paperwork and keep it in organized fashion. Number 3, pull a credit report on yourself to see who you owe and how much is left on the mortgage, any vehicles, medical bills, or student loans. Also, make sure there's nothing on there that you don't know about. No loans or bills that you didn't sign up for. Go to annualcreditreport.com for your yearly free credit report if you didn't have one last year. Number 4, protect yourself and your future by seeking all legal advice that you can as early as you can. Many lawyers offer a free consult. Take advantages of several of them if you can. Many times the cheapest lawyers and the most expensive are not the right fit. So talking to different ones when you're not in a time crunch and needing to file or deal with the fact that your spouse is filed, you can interview them and find out if they're a good fit. Side note, if you're divorcing a narcissist, ask each lawyer if they know what a narcissistic person is like, especially through a divorce. Make sure that they don't feel like both parties are always to blame. And the lawyer needs to know what they're up against. And you need to know if they're on your side and going to look out for your best interest. Also, if you can afford to, hire a financial advisor to help you make the best financial decisions as you're going forward with the divorce. I did an interview with one, Christina, who's also divorced, is a great lady. Number 5, get your mind in order to be emotionally prepared to face the legal divorce process. It takes a lot out of you. Many women find it easier to put their healing aside for a while to deal with the court stuff, then work on healing after the divorce is finalized. This is a very smart thing to do. And women often find once they have that finalized divorce that they feel like they can finally heal because it's finally done and over with. There's no hope of getting back together. Plus, you have a lot of decisions to make and you need to be emotionally ready to stand your ground if needed. Fighting for what is fair and what your children, if you have any, deserve. After divorce, it's not 80% your job to financially and physically take care of your kids and 20% his. No, they need 50% from each parent's income, so don't settle for much, much less. Finally, number 6, don't make decisions out of anger or revenge. You want to make smart decisions for now and way down in the future. Think 5 or 10 years ahead. Where will you be? Or where will you want to be? Will you be living with regret? I sure hope not, because you made all the decisions based on what's fair and right considering your circumstances. So was there any advice that I missed? What were the first things you did when you were heading toward divorce? Or at least you knew your marriage was over. Feel free to share how you prepared, or if you weren't prepared at all for your divorce. And I hope I encouraged or empowered you just a little bit today. If you have any questions or would like to share your story, please do so in the comments below. And I love it when other people jump in and contribute and encourage one another. That is wonderful. I hope to see you in the next video. God bless.